Yeah, we started our brewery in 1997. And there was only 3 of us when we started it. And now we've got sort of about over 30, probably 35 employees work for us. When we first came here, you know, people said to us that Cornwall would get in your heart. And at the time I wasn't sure about that, but you know, sort of after 2 or 3 years I realised exactly what they meant, and now sort of 14, 15 years on. As the children have grown up, all 3 daughters have worked for us sometime or the other. In fact, today my youngest daughter Sophie is washing casks. Done anything yet today? Done any work yet today? Oh yeah. My second eldest daughter, Louise, is actually out selling on the road. She's got her own sales area on the north coast of Cornwall. And also, obviously, my son Ben is a pro surfer, one of the best surfers in the world actually. We brew a beer called Skin Dog Lager for him as well, so we've got some great connections, and we help him travel around the world as well. Also, my eldest daughter, Emma, is away with her husband and her little girl at the moment in New Zealand surfing. She's tried to keep me in order in the past as my PA and all sorts of things. My first beer was Cornish Knocker Ale, which is a lovely golden ale, very, very addictive. You know, really was quite a trailblazing ale at the time, and obviously now everyone has to brew golden ales because it sells better than anything else. And so, you know, we're very proud of that. And Cornish Knocker's still up there and got a lot of fans. You know, Piskies had been used a lot down here, and obviously it was a bit obvious to use that for a brewery, so we went a little bit off the wall. Cornish Knocker was brilliant as the tin mine fairies, and actually since then you get into it and the knockers are actually anywhere that's got mining in the world has their own knockers, believe it or not. There's Tommy knockers in America, and you know, and in Germany there's a lot of knockers as well. Obviously you can tell we do have some fun making names up. So our number 1 beer, so our best seller is Betty Stogs, which is sold nationally through some amazing wholesalers like Molson Coors, sold into Wetherspoons as well, and that's won Champion Best Bitter Great Britain, and probably the most decorated beer in the southwest. Well, we do have a real live Betty Stogs, pantomime dame style, who's played by a great friend of mine called Fred Thomas. I mean, Fred's done an amazing job for us as Betty Stogs, and we've raised, through him, he's raised about £30,000 for charities. Certainly with the Children's Hospice, one of our main ones that we do for, and the handstand appeal as well. We feel in our position where we are in Truro, and as one of Cornwall's main breweries, that we like to put something back in to Cornwall. So we're very much into a lot of sports events, charity events, things like that. And obviously, you know, we always think, you know, it goes around in a circle, and we like to support people, and people support us as well. So it works both ways. You can hear loads of things going on out there. I think they've only just started work because they heard us coming. Just come up. This is up into our grain store. All our malted barley here, all Cornish barley. We use Warminsters for our maltsters, and also Tucker's Maltings in Newton Abbot as well. So we've got a couple, and they'll buy in Cornish barley for us. This is it's quite interesting. A lot of people wouldn't expect to see hops in boxes, but these are actually vacuum packed inside those. So we pay a little bit extra, but you normally see it in, they call it pockets of hops. They're normally about that high. We like to have ours vacuum packed so that it's fresh right the way down to the bottom of the pack, and we use it in smaller quantities so it's always fresh. Right, here we go. This is our brew house. We're just getting ready. Just behind you can see they're just getting ready, weighing out malt for the next brew. Down here it's quite a small bit of equipment, 25 brewers' barrels at a time. Go on to our copper. This is our copper here. It's all steam fired at the moment, so we have stainless steel coils inside that steam runs through, and so we get a nice constant heat. And originally, you see that down below it would have had, in the old days, it would have had a fire lit underneath it, and that's how they would have boiled it before, you know, the modern days of today. But obviously those days it wasn't much very constant boil, so it's a lot more efficient and a lot more cleaner as well. At the end of the boil, we actually cast all the wort, the liquid from the brew, onto the hops, onto our aroma hops, and it gives us some beautiful, lovely properties in the beers. And we use this one, it can be used for a bitterness hop and also for aromas as well. So, and really if you want to get the sort of, get some of the aromas off it, just do that in your hands, warm it up, and you get that, oh, beautiful, beautiful sort of, again, some citrus in there. Yeah, beautiful. See Bob coming in. All right, Bob. It's one of our highly trained draymen there coming in. All right, Mikey. Another one of our brewers down here. Where's Mikey? Say hi, Mikey. There we go. It's the youngest brewer. Been with us from school, but he's very talented. Good drinker as well. Now this is our fermenting room. We take about 7-8 hours to brew one of our beers, and once we've brewed it, we put it into one of these fermenting vessels. Although they all look a bit different, they all do the same job. Once we've collected it all in here, we've got the right gravity, we then add our beautiful yeast into it, and then it starts fermenting. It takes about 3 days to ferment, to change the sugars, convert the sugars into alcohol. This is Mark, our head brewer. Very shy. Right, so through here is our racking and tank area where we, these are all our conditioning tanks. So from the fermenting room, we'll have skimmed the yeast off the fermenters when we're after about 3 days of fermentation. And we're right down to the right gravity that we want, final gravity. And then we transfer them after a couple of days cooling, transfer them into these conditioning tanks. And you'll see if you come down here a little bit further, you can see here where this is what we call racking, which is where we're basically filling barrels, is what it is, filling barrels of beer. We call it racking. Looking round to the storage area. Very important part over there is our tasting area. And also then we go into the, and that obviously has lines into the bar where we do our main tasting. We go and have a beer? Yeah. Oh, look, there's Sophie. She's working so hard as Dave and Terry and Dale. Don't drop that barrel again! Right, anyway, yeah, that's how we do it here at Skinner's. Thank you for joining me on my brief tour around Skinner's. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves looking at how we do things here, and I hope you enjoy our beer. Cheers, good health.
Huh?